Hey everyone, this is Raquel and thanks for watching. My new channel is dedicated to everything Battlefield. I decided to launch this channel with the announcement of Battlefield 5 last week and its upcoming release on October 19th. This channel will cover everything from current news to recent gameplay. Thanks for watching and I hope you stick around. So, one of the most exciting things about the announcement of Battlefield 5 last week was the reveal of there no longer being a paid season pass for this installment of the Battlefield series. Instead of having paid expansions, which usually contained new maps, countries, weapons, vehicles, skins, all that fun stuff, DICE has decided to launch a new system of updates called the Tides of War. DICE has talked about using this system to provide constant updates to the battlefields and operations, taking players through the different battles and theaters of World War II. Along with updated game modes and maps, they are also going to use this system to launch new maps and player customization options. All of this is being introduced without the need to purchase an expensive season pass, which nearly doubled the cost of the game, or to purchase individual expansions, which is even more expensive. So, what's the catch? What's the catch, DICE? This all seems a little too good to be true. EA, which DICE is a part of, is a corporation that needs to make money, so they are not going to do anything that doesn't increase profits on their end. What a lot of game companies seem to be realizing is that they can get a lot more money from a player base that is constantly engaged with their game. Really, everyone is looking at Fortnite and they want a slice of that pie. Fortnite's spectacular success comes from the fact that it's a game that is free, easy to get into, can be played on almost every single gaming device, and that offers every single piece of content to their players for free, except for a few exceptions, such as player skins. Apparently, EA believes that they can make more from selling skins and other items rather than by selling expansion packs. In order to do this, they need to make sure that they can keep a large and active player base to remain profitable. Otherwise, you might begin to see a dip in investment, such as what is being seen with Battlefront 2. So, what is this new form of monetization going to look like? First of all, I think it's pretty safe to say that EA isn't going to try to pull another Battlefront 2 on us, which means that they're not going to be trying to sell in-game items that can be used to boost a player's power. That backlash is still going on with everything that happened with that game. We're still seeing a lot of legal results from legal challenges and complications arising from that. And DICE has been very explicit several times in stating that they won't be selling any items that affect gameplay. So this is something that I don't think that we really need to worry about. Whatever DICE and EA are going to be selling in this game, it's going to be cosmetic only. It isn't going to affect gameplay. It isn't going to give you any advantage. Now, with that being said, DICE in the past has sold things to help you not really become more powerful, but it does accelerate your progression in the game. They sell kit shortcuts, for example, that allow for you to unlock weapons and other gadgets for the kits available without having to go through the process of leveling up and acquiring any in-game currency, such as in Battlefield 1, to be able to unlock these items. So there are several different successful games in the market today that have been successful with this live service model, and a model that sells things that don't affect the player experience, that don't affect gameplay. These things mainly being customization items, these things mainly being cosmetic. The first and the largest is Fortnite, which has by far seen the most success in this category. They only offer a currency called V-Bucks that can be purchased with real money. Now, I'm not a Fortnite player, I don't know this system so well, so excuse me if I'm getting anything wrong, or if there's any inaccuracies with what I'm saying, but from what I understand, this currency can be used to purchase cosmetic items, along with a couple other things, which are the Battle Pass. There's two different levels of the Battle Pass. There's one which is a cheaper version, which I believe is about $10, and this simply accelerates how quickly you're going to advance through these tiers that come with these 10-week seasons. So every season you have a new set of rewards that comes out that are allocated as you level up these tiers. And it takes a long time to do if you don't have a season pass. You buy the season pass, this is accelerated, you get more items, you advance quicker. This in no way affects your gameplay. It's not like you're becoming more powerful or anything like that. These are just purely cosmetic items that are attached to each season. Now there's also a bigger battle pass, which I believe costs about $25, which pretty much accelerates you through the entire season and gives you everything. So you can essentially just, if you're not going to be playing a lot, or you just don't want to go through the hassle of worrying about if you're going to be able to unlock everything in the season, you pay out the money, you get everything, and everything's good. You get all your items. So that's one way of offering this live service model of being able to offer cosmetics and to be able to monetize the game without necessarily affecting the gameplay. Now there's other games that I'm more familiar with that do the same thing. One of these is Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege definitely had a lot of problems when it first came out, but they've done a lot to correct that. A lot of things have changed, and they've also implemented what I think is a wonderful live service model. So with Rainbow Six Siege, the things that you can purchase are cosmetic items and also the characters that you unlock. So the game now, when you purchase it, comes with the base set of characters. But to be able to unlock all the characters that have come out over the various seasons over the past 2+ years, you have to either earn in-game currency that simply comes from playing the game, or you can purchase currency that can be used to unlock these characters. This purchasable currency can also be used to unlock weapon skins, uniforms, headgear, and something called the Elite Cosmetics. So Elite Cosmetics, they can't be unlocked through the in-game currency that you earn through playing. They can only be unlocked through the currency that you purchase. So this system I like because it doesn't affect your gameplay at all. And it also gives you something to work towards as well. There are some cosmetic items that are tied to specific seasons. Usually these are uniforms. So going forward, they're going to be uniforms and also weapon skins. But everything else stays fairly permanently. So it's not like Fortnite or other games where the cosmetics are tied to seasons and you have to worry about something going away. Overwatch is an example of this. Overwatch makes its money by selling their, what I believe are battle packs. It's been a long time, excuse me, I haven't played Overwatch in a while. But with Overwatch, basically you purchase these battle packs and they come with an assortment of random items. These things include emotes, icons, character skins, a whole variety of different things for the various characters in the game. With Overwatch, all the maps are free, all the characters are free. You never have to worry about any of that once you purchase the game. The only things you can purchase are these battle packs that come with only cosmetic items. But a lot of these cosmetic items are tied to specific seasons and in-game events, such as Halloween, Christmas, and other in-game holidays or events that Blizzard throws. So the reason why I like Rainbow Six Siege's model a bit more is that there's never this urgency to purchase something. There's never this urgency of, oh, I have to spend money now if I want this specific cosmetic item if I'm not able to earn the in-game currency quickly enough. Now, these are a few different examples of some of the most successful live service games out now. So what is Battlefield going to do? We've seen in the announcement that came out last week, some screenshots and some other various things from the developers. The developers have talked about this a little bit, about the Tides of War, and there's also been some reveals with the pre-order bonuses as well, with players being able to receive an item every single week for 20 weeks if you pre-order, I believe if you get the deluxe edition. So what is all this, and what are DICE and EA going to do essentially? So my view of this and what I think they are going to do is pursue something that's closer to Fortnite. I believe what they've said and with the Tides of War and everything, that there are going to be these seasons in a way. They're going to be having special events. They're going to have new maps and items and armies and vehicles and all sorts of things coming out that are tied to the war as the war progresses. From what we've seen in the campaign and what they've announced so far, it seems like the beginning of the game and the release are going to be mostly centered around the beginning of the war, mostly focusing on battles that happened in 1940. So we're dealing with the invasion of Norway. We're dealing with the Battle of Rotterdam and the Rotterdam Blitz. We're dealing with Dunkirk and the battles in France. We're also dealing with North Africa. There's been no mention of the American invasion of North Africa, battles in Italy, no Normandy, no Japan, no Soviet Union, nothing like that yet. But we can expect those things, I believe, to be released in the Tides of War as the game progresses along. So what will this look like? I think what we're going to see is something very closely related to Fortnite. There'll be specific skins available for each season. There'll be skins for your tanks, weapons, characters, all sorts of different things coming out with every season that are tied to the theme of that season. These items will be able to be purchased individually, but I also believe that they're going to be having daily and weekly challenges, such as what we've seen right now with Battlefield 1 and what has been introduced there on Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4, where by playing every week and every day, you're earning specific rewards. I believe they're going to do something very similar to that. So what we're going to see is skins, items, all these things being introduced with every season. You're going to be able to purchase these things with either purchasable money or the money, currency, whatever that you earn in game. Either way, it's just going to take a long time to get all these items if you're only using the currency that you earn by playing the game. So how is DICE and EA, how are they going to alleviate this? I believe that they're going to introduce a season pass. Now, no, the season pass isn't going to be giving you exclusive access to maps, vehicles, weapons, all that. All those are going to be included for free. But what it will do, and what I think it'll do similar to Fortnite, similar to Rainbow Six Siege, is that it's going to give you a boost. So it's going to say, hey, you buy this season pass for a few bucks, and if you play the game regularly with the season pass, you'll be able to get all the rewards this season, more than likely. Now, you'll be able to pay a bit more probably for an advanced season pass to unlock everything automatically, or if you just play a whole ton, you'll be able to unlock everything without purchasing a season pass. The season pass is just there, I'd say, for the more normal players that aren't playing 40 plus hours a week. So I believe that will be there. It will give you boosts like that. It might give you discounts in the store, such as Rainbow Six Siege does. And it might give you a certain amount of in-game currency as well that you can use to purchase these items. So it'll be really interesting to see in the coming weeks with EA Play coming up and with the multiplayer reveal of Battlefield 5 coming out, to see what DICE has in store with this system, to see what direction they're going to take and how they're going to monetize the game. But yeah, so guys, this has been my first video on YouTube with my new channel. My name's Rakil. I am a longtime Battlefield player. I've been playing Battlefield since Battlefield 1942, which came out, I believe, in 2003, something like that. I forget. It was forever ago. I've been playing Battlefield my entire life. Now I'm a dad, I have a job, all those fun things. I don't get to play as much, but I still follow the game a whole ton of a lot. I try to keep up to date with things. And yeah, so with this channel, I'm going to try to keep you updated with news, gameplay, events going on, anything like that, anything Battlefield related. Now there might be some content related to some FPSs out there. I do play Rainbow Six Siege, I do play some PUBG, but my main focus is Battlefield. So keep tuned, subscribe, like the video and everything, and I'll see you later. Thanks, bye.